Hello. I thought I'm going to share something with you. I ran across a channel that talked about your age and what is the probability you will survive. And it says, if you're age 70 to 80, and I'm 75, so I'm right in the middle, and you can still do the following, or you have the following requirements, you might survive until you are 100. Now, of course, I don't think I expect to survive until I'm 100. I think I'll be happy if I survive 80, maybe a little bit more, maybe 85 or 90. Then I'll be very, very happy. So as you can see, my mortality deadline is getting really close. So anyway, I saw this channel and I was reading it, and I'm reading it, and I'm reading it. Now let's assume that you're going to survive this situation going on between Israel and Iran, US and Russia and all that stuff. Because who knows, you know, we go through this thing and maybe next week we're all dead. So I hope not. I certainly hope not. But let's take a look at this and compare your own situation, and I will compare it with mine since I'm familiar with that. And the first one it says is, if your body is in good shape and can do daily needs without relying on someone. I can do that. I'm not dependent on anyone, at least not at the moment. Am I in good shape? I would say average. I have high blood pressure and diabetes. But other than that, I don't have any ailments. Now, the nice thing about that problem or issues that I have is that I don't feel it. I don't feel it. So that's the good thing. The bad thing is, if it gets bad enough, it could end your life just like that. Now, the next thing that it says is, if your mind is still sharp and can see through scams. Definitely. I know my mind is sort of slowing down a little bit. I should not say my mind, but my memory is slowing down a little bit. But I'm still very, very capable of discerning what is good, what's not good, what could be fake and what is not fake, and things like that. What's a scam and what is not a scam. And also, I do a lot of things that exercises my mind, one of which is the YouTube video. I get all kinds of questions, I get all kinds of criticism, I get all kinds of things. And that sharpens my mind. The other thing too is, I have a hobby. And the newfound hobby of mine is fixing my own car, my 2 cars. And well, maybe we'll talk about that at some other point, at some other time. Then the next one that they said is, if your finances are adequate and you don't rely on, I would consider myself adequately supporting myself. And I'm happy. I cannot spend money on everything, but at least for what I need, I have enough money. You can communicate without any major conflict with your children. Definitely, I don't have that issue. In fact, I was saying to my wife, well, at this time in our life, we may agree or disagree with what our children are doing, but let them make their own decision, because they are also running their own life now. And for that reason, I don't see any major conflict developing between me and my children, or my children. If your spouse was your original spouse, meaning you did not remarry, and she's still around, that helps a lot. And I think the reason for that is, I don't know, because they say that if you remarry, things are sweeter the second time around. Well, I don't know about that. But if you still have your original spouse, that means you went through life, you went through difficulties, you went through raising your kids, and you were able to stay together. And you're happy. That's the important thing, you're happy. And if your partner is still alive, you could still enjoy each other. And that helps a lot in prolonging your life. So I think I have that. Now, if you're still capable of learning new things and can navigate smoothly through things, I do enjoy thinking and learning about other things. For example, for the first time in my life, all along, I always bring my car to the shop and let them take care of it, and I make them earn their living. That was my philosophy. Let them make money. It's because I did not have the time. But now I have nothing but time. And I'm mechanically inclined. I would very much like to learn how to fix my own car. So now I'm doing all automobile maintenance, oil change, radiator coolant change, brake fluid change, and brake jobs and stuff like that. That's for the first time in my life I'm doing that. Now, one thing I noticed, I was rotating my tires and I had no problem removing the tire. But guess what? I had a problem bringing it up because I don't have any more muscles. I cannot lift the tire. So I said, uh-oh, what am I going to do? Anyway, I was able to force myself into, by sitting and actually carrying the tire. So I was able to get through it. So I said, well, how can I do this thing better? Because I'll be doing this more frequently to maintain my car. So I was able to buy something that cost me about $100. And that makes it very easy to leverage the tire. So now I can continue to do that without exerting much effort. But that is what I want to do. I want to keep on keeping my brain productive, exercised. My wife, in fact, said to me, oh, why don't you do some crossword puzzle? I said, no. I don't want something productive. I don't want to do crossword puzzle just to be able to exercise my brain. I would rather learn something new and be productive in life. So that is one thing that you can do. Try to learn more things that you can afford to learn. If you have hobbies and life is never boring, that is exactly my hobby. YouTube is my hobby, okay? I'm not doing this thing to make money. I am doing this thing because I enjoy it, but I am not pressed to keep on posting something that is so meaningless. And now I have this car maintenance. I have one hobby that I gave up, and that is target shooting and hunting. I got rid of all my guns. I gave it to my son-in-law, and that is because my body cannot do it anymore. I cannot hike those long hikes in the mountains and such. So I gave that up. Now, your heart is broad, and don't compare yourself with others. That is so easy to do. If you stop looking at people and say, oh, I wish I can do this, oh, I wish I can do that, because that will only depress you. Accept what you have and accept what you don't have. So I don't have a problem doing that. But see, these are the things that, according to this channel, if you are now between 70 and 80, if you have these things, you may be able to survive until you're 100. Now, as I said, I am not planning, or I am not hoping that I will survive through 100. Now, of course, who's not going to like that? I like that. If I still have all these things that I mentioned, and I'm still very happy, still very strong, and still very independent. But to me, if I live through 80, well, I said 80 before, but now I'll say 90 because I'm now getting close to 80. If I live through 90 at this time, I think I'll be very happy. But remember, 15 years, that will go quick, very quick. So I thought I will share this with you, and I'll appreciate it if you click like. And please put your comments down below if you have any input on anything else that you feel you might need for you to be able to survive through 100. Okay? And do share this with others. I'll appreciate it if you click like. And please do subscribe to my channel unless you have already done so. And click that notification bell so that you'll be notified of new postings, as seldom as they are. If I have new postings, you will get notified right away. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and make it a great day.